100 level Math 110 exam focus class. We want to break down Math 110 exam focus class. So get your writing materials and let us get. Please, this is for 100 level. Please take notes. This is for 100 level, 100 level. The exam is getting very close, so we want to revise some key topics. Welcome to the Math 110 exam focus class for 100 level. Welcome. Math 110 exam focus class for 100 level. Math 110 exam focus class for 100 level, University of Port Harcourt. 100 level, University of Port Harcourt. 100 level, University of Port Harcourt. Math 110 exam focus class for 100 level. Math 110 exam focus class for 100 level. Okay, let's get started. You're all welcome back. Please, absolute decorum. All right. So as well, teach you inverse of a relation. Class, I've just told you that when you have a relation between two sets, A and B, and let us say you have a relation 1 to 2, 1 to 3, 1 to 5, 2 to 3, 2 to 4. Class, let us just say this is an independent relation. Let's say this is an independent relation. When I mean independent, that means it's not dependent on between A and B, it's just an independent relation. I want to teach you inverse of relation. Class, in the exam, they ask you to find R raised to power minus 1. Class, this symbol here already represents inverse of a relation. This symbol here already represents inverse of a. And class, the inverse of relation means, remember I told you, that relations exist in pairs. The first person in the pair is called the domain, right? The second person in the pair is called the range or the co-domain. And I've told you exactly the difference between co-domain and range. Class, but the inverse relation means that the range will now come first, domain will now come second. Normally, for a relation to exist, the domain should come first, the range should come second. But for an inverse relation, what would this now be? Someone should tell what do you think? 2, 1, yes? Excellent, yes? Good. What else? 3, 2, yes? Good. Superb. This is what happens. This is what happens in the inverse of a relation. That means the opposite will not be the case. Inverse of a. So see, almost anything we have relation, we also can do it in functions. So class, this is what you should know about a relation. Don't also forget that I said that this cannot occur in a function. Look at 1 pairing with 2 and 1 still pairing with 3 cannot ever happen in a function. Once a number is paired with a range, that is it. You can never go and pair with any other. That is when you're dealing with a form. But in a relation, this can still happen. Let us proceed. Class, we actually use X to represent domain and Y to represent range or codomain. X is what? Domain. X is what? Y is codomain or range. X is domain. 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 Y is codomain or range. Class, it is a known fact that the domain is called independent variable. And the range, codomain or range, is the dependent variable. The codomain of range is the dependent variable. The domain is the independent variable. The codomain of range is the dependent variable. So like it's clear that the codomain depends on the domain. The codomain depends on the domain. So class, another name for the codomain of range is called f of x. F of what? Because class, the codomain of range is a function of the domain. That's why we say f of x. Who is the domain? X. Who is the domain what? X. X is the domain. But y is a function of x. Because y functions based on x. Y depend. Y depends on x. That's why we say f of x. So the real meaning of f of x in your mathematics, you always say f of x. It means function of x. Depending on x. Cannot function without x. Cannot function without. So when given a function f of x equals to 3x plus 5. When given a function f of x equals to what? You can be able to find the range. Find what? Find the range when x equals to 2 plus. Find the what? Also find the range when x equals to 3 and find the range when x equals to 4. Plus. Follow this. Find the range when x equals to 2, when x equals to 3, when x equals to 4. You should substitute for x as 2 here. 3 times 2 plus 5. 3 times 2. 6 plus 5. So when x is 2, y is what? Class, do you see why these two can never pair with another person? Because is it possible for 2 to produce another number in this function? Only that 11, only that what? So there cannot be 2, 12, 2, 13, it's not possible. Because when we put 2 into this function, the only possible answer we can get is 11. When we put 3 into this function, 3 times 3, 9, 9 plus 5. 4 times 3, 12 plus 5. So if I'm to write this function, for all functions are relations, I can still write this function in terms of relation. My f of x is equal to 2, 11, 2 what? 3, 4. I've just written this in terms of a class. Are we following? Yes, sir. I've just written this in terms of a relation. 2, 11, 3, 14, 4, 17. See that all functions are relations, but not all relations are. The only thing you notice here is that 2 can never pair to any other person. Another thing to do with relation and function is that instead of us having a separate binding factor, in a function, the binding factor is inside the equation class. This equation automatically makes it a binding. This equation that for every f of x, 3 times of x is plus 5 is a binding factor already, another. So you don't need to be given a separate order that y must be greater than x or y is square root of x. An equation is really an order. Mathematical word, an equation is an order. Execute the order immediately and move forward. Are we following class? Yes. Let's keep going. So I should come and go again. I teach that one and I do. Let's go to inverse of a function. Inverse of a what? Okay, let's go to composition of function first. Composition of function. Composition of function. Composition of function. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Beg your friends. Nobody should call me. Tell them everywhere. Nobody should call. They call me now. Let us go. We still have 3 markers to break down. We have 3 markers. This marker must finish what we leave here today. These 3 markers must go down. They are filled up. They must go down what we leave here. Class. Composition of function. Composition of class. Composition of function also means function of function. Composition of function also means function of class. You have a function f of x equals to 3x plus 5. You have another function g of x equals to 4x. Class, we have to find f of g of x. Class, the composition of a function means a function is carrying another function. The composition of a function means a function is carrying another. The composition of a function means a function is carrying another function. Class, in composition of function, you must recognize your primary and secondary function. In composition of function, you must recognize your primary and secondary. Class, the primary function is the first function mentioned. F is primary. F is what? Primary. G is secondary. F of G of X. Follow me. Class, our primary function is F of X, which is 3x plus 5. We have to find F of G of X. Class, it means that currently, this is F of X. F of X means that the function currently is carrying X. It's carrying what? X. But F of G of X means that we need to make this function to carry G of X instead of X. To carry what? G of X. Currently, this is F is carrying X. F of X. F of, but F of G of X means that instead of F of X, find F of G of X. Let F carry G of. It means that G of X must take the place of X in the function. G of X must do what? F will drop X. This currently F is carrying, but F needs to drop X and carry G of. That's F of G of. So who is G of X for? It means that this whole 4F will come and replace X inside here. This will have 3 into that word. Does that make sense? Yeah. 3 times 4x. Good. F of G of. F of G of. What if they now ask you to find G of F of X? Class, in G of F of X, who is now the primary and who is secondary? G is primary, F is. So it is G's turn to carry F now. G's turn to do what? So note that F of G of X and G of F of X are not the same. G of F of X now means that G must carry. Who is G currently carrying? X. It's carrying what? X. It's not carrying 4, it's carrying X. G is carrying X. G of X is carrying X. But we need G to remove X and put what? Who is F of X? So what will be G? Who has already that's what's going on? What will be G of F of X? 4 times 3x. Class, I don't want you to think that this is just a coincidence. I don't want to think that F of G of X is always equal to G of X. That is not true. Class, this is composition of function. Let me give you a question. Let me give you a. Give me the F of X equal to sine X. G of X equal to. What are you signing in class in mathematics? Absolute. I didn't want to say, I wanted to say absolute value of X. And H of X equals to X squared. Class, this is composition of 3 functions. Composition of 3 functions. Fine. F of G of H of X. Find F of G of H of X. If F of X is sine X, G of X is absolute value of X, and H of X is X squared. Find F of G of H of. Yes, please, if you just came in. Yes. Why is the 4 not multiplying 5? But the 5 does not have any business with X, so it should not multiply it. 5 does not have X with it, right? It's separate. Find what? F of G of H of. Class, this one now we have primary, secondary, and tertiary functions. So we have 3 functions. Primary, secondary, and what? tertiary function. Primary, secondary, and what? Tertiary function. Follow me. The primary function is f, the secondary function is g, the tertiary function is h. Class, f is carrying g, who is now carrying h? F is carrying g, that is now carrying. So there are a lot of carrying going on there. Follow this. There are two ways of doing it. They can do it from the front, they can do it from the back. Class, I could actually first find g of h of s. I could find what? Then now see that f is now carrying whatever I get in g of h of. But literally that's what's happening. F is carrying g of h of. But g of is carrying h of. Who is g carrying currently? It's just carrying s. It's just carrying what? But I want g to carry h of. Who's h of s? Means I want to place this x inside here with what? So g of h of s is going to be what? Absolute value of x. That's g of h of s. They are not done. Now, f is now carrying everybody here. F is what? F will now carry g of h of. Who is g of h? Who is the f? F is carrying x current sign. F is carrying x. But we now want f to drop this x and carry g of h of. So f of g of h of s. Who has coded it already? What will it be? Sine absolute value of s. Is that clear? I'll come again one more time. Come again. F of s is sine x. G of s is absolute value of x. H of s is x squared. We have to find f. Why is it because that I just jumped from one example of two functions straight to three functions without giving you a example to one process? Are we together? This is an exam class. It's not a normal class, so we have to be fast. Normally I should clean another example under two functions first. We're going to play, but you have to step up. Step up. Class, there's no time. 6 copies you have to do. Now, f of g of h of s. F is carrying g of h of. So if I can find g of h of x first, I can ask, okay, f, come and carry g or your g of h of x. F, come and carry your what? But this dot sign means of carrying. F of g of h of. But I want to first go and find g of h of s first. So this is g's absolute value of x. H of s is x. Who is g of h of s? Who is g currently carrying? G is carrying x. But we want g to drop this x and carry h of. Who is h of s? The x square must assume the position of s inside there. You get? That's how the g of h of s is absolute value of s. Now we have gotten these two in front. Is absolute value of s squared. F now want to carry everybody here. Who is f carrying currently? X. Don't say sign here. Sign is function. Who is the trying to carry? X. F must now replace x with who he wants to carry now. Who doesn't want to carry now? G of. Who is g of h of s wants to carry? Absolute value. So this s will go, and absolute value of s will come, giving you sign. Better now? Is it better now? One question I will leave you say that there's a lot of things to do. And the message on the top part. Given the f of x equals 2x squared minus 1, g of x equals to x plus 2. and h of x equals to help you with this weekend. I need inspiration for wickedness. I need inspiration for top question, for top, I'll give you wicked question. Now, write a question like this, you get our answer in there. H of x, x minus 7. Find h of g of a of f of minus 1. H of g of f of minus. Find h of g of f of minus 1. Yeah, what's your question? Find h of g of f of minus 1. X, like she was asking the number, she said, why do we not use we put it plus 5? What she's asking is, why do we not carry this x and put 5 times 4x? That's what she was asking. I did not say she should not put it plus 5. You get a question. A question was that why are we not putting x inside the 5? But 5 is not carrying it. That's not what the question was. Now why are we not multiplying 5 by 4x? But 5 is not carrying any x to put 4x inside. You get it? Because the plus. You get it now? This question is very important question I gave now. This one, because the x and there inside the bracket, that's why. This one is just f of x, not f of x plus 3. You see where this f of what? Where is it? Where is it? F of x, not f of x plus anybody. This f of x in bracket plus 3. Okay. Now, if f of x is x squared, bring up pen. Probably show you something that question. F of x is x squared. I give a question on the board now. F of x is x squared and g of x is what? X plus 3. What do you have to find in this question now? Find f of g of x, right? F of g of x would be f is carrying g now. F. This x plus 3 will come inside this x squared. What is x squared? It will be x plus 3 all squared. That will be x plus 3. You're not carrying the number, but this guy is not having any square. There's no square in this question. What's not the second issue? So then, everything you can do. Now, f plus 3, s plus 3. Now, expand x, let me just give you that discussion. It's a different thing. Do you understand? Who is up? First answer, who is up? Someone is up? Who? Class. I actually formed this question from my head. It's actually a real Bible question. You know, too much of television is not when you want to go over weekend. Now that weekend yourself. Given f of x is x squared and g of x is x plus 3. This is what given here the 2, but let me solve this. I don't do something, just calm down first. Find f of g of x. If f of x is x squared and g of x is what? X plus. Find f of what? G of x. If f of x don't pass this, I'm recording, no. If f of x is x squared, it can't be unrecorded. Even though you can't be stopping me too much. Why I did that doesn't mean I should go back there. I can't leave this screen too much. It's a light class. But what's your question? How correction? That's your button. I'm still correction. That's it. Who is done with this at least? Who is done with this? What's the answer? S squared plus f of g of x means that f wants to carry g, right? Who is f carrying currently this x? We play this f with x plus, now be x plus 3, everything all, right? This will now give you x plus 3, x plus x times x, x times 3, 3 times x, 3 times 3, x squared plus 6x plus, this is what you got. Class, let's keep going, let's see. Let's look at this question. F of x is 2x squared minus 1. G of x is x plus 2 by x plus 5. H of x is x minus 7. Find h of g of f of minus 1. Let's first find g of f plus. First assume this to be x first. Later you bring in a minus 1. It therefore means that x, and let's first get h of g of f of x. After getting h of g of f of x, you now replace x. Any final answer you get with this. Place x as minus. Make it easy for you. The question was h of g of f of minus 1, right? But clean this minus 1 and put x. This is what you can relate with more. Solve this normally. Then when you finally got your answer, if the question is correct, but I just want you in my head, you will find out. Replace x as minus. But let's check it out now. Anyway. Let's first find g of f of, let's find g of what? I mean, g must carry, so g no longer carry x, g no longer carry what? What will it now carry? 2x minus, 2x squared minus, so much. So g of f of x will be what? Instead of this x, what will it be? 2x squared, right? Minus 1 plus 2, right? All over 2x squared minus 1 plus, are you following? This is g of f of x. Minus 1 plus 2 is plus, minus 1 plus 5 plus 4. Now this is g of f of x. This is g of f of, this is g of what? Now h will now carry the whole of g of f of x. H will now do what? Carry the whole of g of, who is h? X minus, this x will now be replaced with what? 2x over minus, so this is h of g of f of x. This is what? H of g of f of, but h of g of f of minus 1, anyway now see x put what? 2 into bracket minus 1 square, all over 2 into bracket minus 1. This plus 1 all over plus minus 2, minus 1 square is plus 1, 2 times 1, 2, 2 plus 1, wait. Minus 1 square plus 2 times 1, 2 plus 4, minus 3 over 6 is 1 over, that's 1 over 2 minus 7 over LCM. Minus 13 over 2 is the final answer. Lo and behold, the question was correct. Just wicked but correct. Wicked but minus 13 over 2 is the final answer. Let us go to inverse of the function. Inverse of the function. Inverse of the function. Write down. Inverse of a function. Please, if you've not yet registered for this class, kindly do so quickly. Kindly do so. You just came in when we're teaching. Take the details down. H1. Click. Take it down. Please. I don't want to go around the screen because I'll send you out. H1, 824, 24350. Quickly. Now. H1. Are you there? Okay. H1, 824, 24350. Okay, inverse of the function. Inverse of the what? Steps in finding inverse. 1. Steps in finding inverse of the function. 1. Class, remember we need inverse of the relation, right? We need inverse of a. So we also have inverse of a function. 1. Class, you're getting a function f of x equals to 3x plus 5. And it's saying find f raised to the power minus 1 of x. Class, I just asked you to find the inverse of a function. They have just had to find the what? Step 1, replace f of x. Don't forget I said f of x is same as y. Range. Don't forget. They arrange the function of x, right? Yes, sir. So replace f of x with y. Replace f of x with. So y equals to 3x plus. Please make sure you pay attention with this example I'll be fast. Pay attention, please. If you miss it, it's recorded. You can't watch it again. Y is 3x plus 5. Make x set of the formula. Step 2, make x set of the. Step 1, replace f of x with y, right? Step 2, make x set of the. Say y is 3x plus 5. How do you make x set of the formula? Bring cos 5 to this side. Become y minus equals 3. Divide both side by 3. Divide both side by what? So the x is y minus 5 all over. You have made x set of the. What's step 1 again? Replace f of x with. What's step 2? Make x set of the. Step 3, interchange the position of x and y. Interchange the positions of x and. Interchange the what? Class. Means that y should come out and x should go in. So instead of x equals to y minus 5 over 3, it will be what? Y equals to x minus 5 over. And lo and behold, we've gotten the inverse of the function. Therefore, f inverse is x minus 5 all over 3. This is how you find inverse of the functions. Yeah? Especially the row 2. Row 1. The rows are the row 1. Replace f of x with y. Replace f of x with 2. Make x subject of the formula. 2. Make x subject of the formula. 3. Interchange the positions of x and interchange the position of what? Let x go inside, let y come outside. Let x go inside, let y come. Let x go inside, let y come. Let x go inside, let y come. And you have gotten the inverse of the function. Alpha and beta roots of the quadratic equation. Let's go. Alpha and beta roots of the quadratic equation. Alpha and beta roots of the quadratic equation. Please verify this is an example course class. Alpha and beta roots of a quadratic equation. Class, what's the quadratic equation? The quadratic equation is an equation in which the highest power of x is 2. In which the highest power of x is what? A quadratic equation is an equation in which the highest power of x is 2. And the general formula for the quadratic equation is ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. The general formula for the quadratic equation is ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. Class, where a is the first term, b is the second term, and c is the third. Where a is the first term, b is the second term, c is the third term. You must recognize your first, second, and third term in every quadratic equation. Class, your first term is the number before x squared. Your second term is the number before x, and your third term is the number that does not contain x. Class, because the highest power of x of the quadratic equation is 2, it will therefore produce 2 roots or 2 solutions. A quadratic equation will produce 2 roots or 2 solutions. Why? Because the highest power of x is 2. When the highest power of x becomes 3, it produces 3 roots or 3 solutions. Or 3 zeros, or 3 zeros. But the highest power of x is 2, it produces 2 roots of 2 equations. Follow me. Class, how did alpha and beta come about? Because the 2 roots of a quadratic equation are not known, we then name them alpha and beta roots. Alpha and what? Because the 2 roots of a quadratic equation are not known, we then name them what? Alpha and beta roots of a quadratic equation. Class, you could be given the roots of an equation and asked to construct a quadratic equation from the roots. You could be given the roots of a quadratic equation and asked to construct what? A quadratic equation from the roots. Class, the general formula you are going to use is x squared minus the sum of roots x plus the product of the roots equals 0. X squared minus sum of roots x plus product equals. So class, to construct the quadratic equation from the roots, you need the sum of the roots and the product of the roots. And the what? To construct the quadratic equation from the roots, you need the sum of the roots and the product of the roots. You need the sum of the roots, or that? I don't recall. You need the sum of the roots and the product of the roots. Well, the sum of the roots means add up the 2 roots. The product of the root means multiply the 2. Class, if the 2 roots of the quadratic equation are alpha and my sum of root is x squared minus alpha plus beta x, right? Because the 2 roots are alpha and what does sum mean? Sum means add up, right? Product means multi. X squared minus alpha plus beta x, right? Plus product means multiply, that is alpha times beta, which means alpha equals 0. So class, the general expression for a quadratic equation in terms of alpha and beta. The general expression for a quadratic equation in terms of alpha and beta. Class, in case I'm rushing this class, there is still a comprehensive video where I've taught this before. You can sit down and rewatch again. But this is an exam class. There's a comprehensive video. In fact, if everybody that has paid for this class, you'll be sent some series of videos together that you need to calm down and watch. Calm down, what? Calm down, watch, and then you write very. Let's see good. The general expression for a quadratic equation in terms of alpha and beta is x squared minus alpha plus beta x plus alpha beta equals 0. Class. But we also have that ax squared minus bx plus c equals 0. Class, I want to make this quadratic equation unity. I want to make it unity. I want to make it. What does it mean to make a quadratic equation unity? Follow this. What does it mean to make a quadratic equation unity? It means is to divide, is to make sure that the quotient of x squared is 1. Is to make sure that the quotient of x squared is to divide everybody by a. Divide everybody by what? A cancels a. So you have x squared minus b over ax plus c over a equals x squared minus b over ax plus c over a equals. Class, follow me now. Let us compare this alpha and beta equation to my new equation in unity. Let's compare the quadratic equation we have on the board, the alpha and beta quadratic equation, to my new equation in unity. Class, x squared, right? Minus alpha plus beta x. Minus what? Must be equal to minus b over ax. So that what can cancel, that minus can cancel minus, and x can cancel x. Sorry, this was supposed to be ax squared plus bx plus c, right? So x squared plus bx over a plus c over a. So this is actually a plus and it's a minus. So minus cannot cancel minus. Only x can cancel x. So we have minus alpha plus beta equals to b over a. Multiply both sides by minus. So the minus times minus will give you plus, and it will be a minus here. So the alpha plus beta is equal to minus b over a. Please, class, don't bother yourself too much with derivation. Just wait for the final formula. For now, I believe that you know you will not get it. Just get the final formula because you just have to be very. Let me tell you, you can be very smart to still pass the exam. You don't need to know everything. Know the right things. Because there's no time to know everything. Let me tell you, someone that is trying to read everything and someone that is reading the right things, you have to be smart. When the exam is too close, it's no longer trying to know everything. It's trying to know the right. Just pass first. Later I can go and say that during your holiday period, if you will even read this like sit down, and then I think I tend to know. That was the way I thought this video in the recording is different from where I'm watching it now. So I was like, I need to send you a record when I can now. But this exam period, I cannot shit like that. We will not cover anything, right? Only this topic used to take 2 days normally. Only one topic. Each topic I'm covering like that, I'm just jumping to one topic. I take 1, 2, 3 days just to cover it very well. Give it the definition. So I'm not giving you the definition. I teach you give definition, right? Example number 1, example number 2. You will not leave there today. You will not cover anything. And some of you, that's your problem. When you want to prepare for exam, you still want to start reading on chapter 1, like read as if you have all the whole year. You won't cover anything. Because there's the way you read when it's 3 months to exam, and there's the way you read when it's just 2 weeks to exam. It's a different thing. In fact, you don't go test, but you just go to your exam question straight. Go to JAMB, your past exam. If you're here till now, you don't still have this past question, you're joking. You are reading textbook, I just pity you. See, I also brought the textbook, I've opened it once. I have your textbook, don't think I'm joking here. See your textbook. I don't joke myself, I buy textbook, I have textbook. Algebra and trigonometry, I have it, but have I opened it? No. Because I know what is important for exam. Go to the exam question, the lecture has been setting. Almost all your colleagues have this question. I'm saying everybody has it, don't have it. You'll be lost on the exam day. Because what will take you just 5 seconds. Just when you don't read the first line of every question, you already decode what they want to ask. Because you have seen it before. There's no way you study like 5 years in the lecturer's exam previously. You will not know how it sets question. So when they ask, give a particular question, before they finish, before you read one line, you know what you want to. You start solving. Meanwhile, you have not opened this, you have never seen this question before. You have to read like 2 times. And exam is speed. If you are not fast, you fail. Even if you know it, but you cannot finish in the time they gave you, you still fail. Even if you know it, you have read well. It's one thing to have covered the syllabus and know it. It's another thing to not be fast on the exam day. So you know it, but are you fast enough? What can make you fast? You have revised a lot of questions that before they say A, you know where they are going to. You start solving. When your friend is still reading for the second time, you have already finished solving, you have gone to the next question. What can help you to be very fast? Because you have seen several of these questions. You know its pattern, you know what they want to say. Okay, I know what you start writing down formula. Just from the first line you saw, you start writing down, this is what we see. This is what we do with this question. I've seen it before. Because after every question I solve, so you're already used to what you used to solve. You're already used to what you used to. You don't have past question, you are going to the exam all blindly. You are walking into the exam all blindly, naked. You are walking into the exam all blindly. And anything that you see, take it. Class. Where did I stop? Alpha plus beta is minus b over a. And alpha beta. Class. Alpha beta was the c over. Remember, if nobody will ask you to write this, so nobody will ask you to write it. But this is how this formula. This is where after I don't come. I will just tell you that note this. Alpha beta minus b over a. Alpha beta c over a. And I will just move forward. But just write it out. This is how everything came out. See, I'm not doing anything. I just write everything out direct. But some people just bring this formula, this formula. But this is how they came about. This is how these formulas came. Now let's go. Let us go. What is it? He said, listen to the Kazuma here in class. Yeah? Okay, you are watching it. So you better watch an episode of watching it here. Super affordable. Actually, we are live now. So anyone that's on our YouTube channel can be watching this live now. So as friends are not still serious. They don't still me something. They're not serious. So you are listening to me live then. Good. Huh? Now watch this. Now watch this. No time. Class, there are 2 very important things when solving quadratic equation involving alpha and beta. Alpha plus beta and alpha betas. Alpha plus beta and alpha. Alpha plus beta is minus b over a and alpha beta is c over a. Class, very quickly, follow this. Given the quadratic equation, follow me, there's no time to waste those. Given the quadratic equation, 5x squared plus 3x plus 8 equals 0. Find alpha plus beta and what? Class, I can assure you that if nothing else comes out in the exam, alpha and beta will come out. If nothing else comes out, just check your past system. Some of us have been saying the year by year by. If 5x plus 3x plus 8 equals 0, find alpha plus beta, find alpha. Given the quadratic equation, 5x squared, let's say 5x. 5x plus what? 3x. Plus equals. Find alpha plus beta and alpha. Before you can get alpha, beta, and alpha, beta, you must get A, B, and C. Who is A in this equation, class? Who is B? Who is C? Now they say find alpha plus beta and alpha, beta. Class, is your knowledge of the fact that alpha plus beta is always minus B over A. Who is B? Minus 3. Who is A? So alpha plus beta is minus 3 over 5. What is alpha beta? C over. Who is C? Who is A? So alpha plus beta is minus 3 over 5 and alpha beta is 8 over. Simple? Yes. See why I said don't bother about those derivations I was doing, right? That one is for when you are 3 months to exam. Like I want to teach you, I will teach you how to understand it from the foundation. But class, the foundation just pass first. Now, person will pass that, I know people. Now, person will pass that, I read. If you don't pass that, you did not read. If you went for the next class, someone did not go for next class and they passed. Is that person that read? See, I read now, but I have no evidence. You stay tired. No. It's the person that passed exam that read. It's the person that passed and that came to class. How you saw me in class, that they know you did not come. It's the person that passed that I saw in class. She's not out. I saw her very well. She made A, so she came to class. She passed. Make sure that your results go straight to the point. Now, let's go. Let's take tougher question. Let's take tougher. Class, anytime you are dealing with quadratic equation that involve alpha and beta, always get alpha plus beta and alpha beta first. You need one way. You need one way. Always get alpha plus beta and alpha beta first. Always get alpha plus beta and alpha beta first. Always get alpha plus beta and alpha. The roots of an equation. Given the roots of a quadratic equation, 2x squared minus 7x plus 4 are alpha and beta. Given the roots of a quadratic equation, 2x squared minus 7x plus 4 are alpha and find the value of 1 over alpha plus 1 over beta. Find the value of 1 over alpha plus 1 over beta. Given that the roots of a quadratic equation, 2x squared minus 7x plus 4 are alpha and beta. Given that the roots of a quadratic equation, 2x squared minus 7x plus 4 are alpha and what? If the roots are alpha and beta, find 1 over alpha plus 1 over. Find what? Also find alpha squared plus beta squared. Also find alpha cubed plus beta cubed. Also find alpha minus beta. Also find alpha. Find this class. Write down the following quickly. The following rules of alpha and beta. Alpha squared plus beta squared equals to alpha plus beta all squared minus 2 alpha beta. Alpha squared plus beta squared equals to alpha plus beta all squared minus what? 2 alpha beta. Alpha cubed plus beta cubed equals to alpha plus beta all cubed minus 3 alpha beta into bracket alpha plus beta. Alpha minus beta all squared equals to alpha plus beta all squared minus 4 alpha beta. So alpha minus beta square roots, right part also plain. Alpha plus beta all squared minus 4 alpha beta. 1 over alpha plus 1 over beta. Alpha plus beta all over alpha beta. If it's your 3 months exam, I will be showing you how to derive all this stuff, but there's no time. Nobody has to derive, they have to use it. They have to use. Exam is OBJ, there's no space to say derive, right? Exam is OBJ, there's no space to say the thing you should not read for an OBJ exam. Especially when there's no time, you waste your time, but you cannot ask you in that way. You just A, B, C, D, pick the correct option. Anybody that can get 35 correct answers will pass the exam, whether you know mathematics or not. Anybody that can pick correct 35. A lot of people exam smartness. You might not know book too much, but you just people that just exam smart. I've seen someone that exam smart pass more than someone that is intelligent. Because intelligent people want to know everything. They want to read from chapter 1. They are so meticulous. Chapter 1, after now go chapter 2. I want to read everything, everything that. So they want to know, they don't want to pass. The time that there's not enough time to know there's no time to know everything. It's not bad to know. It's not bad to. But you're going to know you should have from last year December. How together? This is time to pass. This is not time to know. You know what? This night, even me, I'm not taking enough examples. It's not me, but I have to. It's just let them pass first. It's not time. Let them pass. Just let them pass first. After this first semester, many of you are not even doing mathematics again, so what's the point? Your course does not require mathematics. And if your course requires mathematics, you should not be needing someone to teach mathematics on foundation. Why do you choose a course that requires mathematics if you are not already good in mathematics? So, I say I'm saying okay because if your course requires mathematics and you know that you're not very good in mathematics, after the first semester break, why the nursing students are saying bye-bye to mathematics? Why the microbiologists are saying bye-bye to mathematics? Because they will never do math again till they finish. All the SFT students don't do math. You don't go to do math except engineering and computer science, infotech, cyber security. The one that will now be playing with mathematics. You have mathematics for your second semester too. Math 1, 2, 4, and math 1, 1, 4. Waiting for your second. Engineering, you have this one math, math 1, 2, 4. Coordinate geometry. But computer science, infotech, cyber security, you have 2 mathematics waiting for you. Set and logic, math 1, 1, 4. Set and you have coordinate geometry, math 1, 2, 4. So you must be good in math. Others will not do math. So you see that. Then you just find it. Then that means you just pass math and move forward. Pass math and move. Your course is biology-based course. So I'm here to help you pass. So pardon me that I'm a bit just giving you straight to the point. I'm not here to teach you. Just go and pass first. I'm not here to teach. Time for teaching as fast. Just go and pass. So I've already asked, I'm just giving you, they already asked this. They really get to this level of wickedness. Alpha is over 4 plus beta is over 4. How can you remember this? Only this guy, when you move every other thing in your brain. If you try to score this guy in your brain, all your the next paper will suffer it. If you continue to read for the next day, because your exam is back to back. Monday, chemistry today. Year 1 exam finish in 1 week. Yes, they said they just between you, ask your senior for this. Oh, they told you, you confirm it? Some days you write in the morning and afternoon. There's a day you have to paper FSB and biology and so there's no time to say, let me just read mathematics tomorrow, I will sleep. Now I read physics. Only GS will first write separate from the other. Then the other one back to back. Firing you. Back to the pushing you. You have to be space much are pushing the thing. Come on, right? There are some days you have 2 papers that day, morning and afternoon, morning and 1 week you are not going to exam, 1 week, highest 2 weeks, highest. SS students, the one that will take 2 because you do SS 101 and 102, take 2 weeks, then COS will take 2 weeks, all of your CS, they will not make CS all those things. But anybody that is math, physics, chemistry, biology, in 1 week all those papers will end. They will follow the line like this. Except you are not in this set, they can change things anytime. They have the right. The school is have the right to change anytime the school is have the right. Yes. Class 2x squared minus 7x plus 4. Find 1 over alpha plus 1 over beta. We are just saying here that 1 over alpha plus 1 over beta is alpha plus beta over alpha beta. This which means that we need to go and get alpha plus beta and we need to go and get alpha beta. Is that correct? Yes, we need to go and get alpha plus beta and we can get alpha beta. Who is alpha? Who is A, B, C for this equation? Who is A? 2. Who is B? Thank you. You don't just say 7, minus 7, right? Because this minus goes with the minus 7. And who is C? So who is alpha plus beta? Minus B over that will be minus 7. Minus over who is A? Minus and minus. So alpha plus beta is 7 over 2. Why am I getting alpha plus beta first? Because 1 over alpha plus 1 over beta requires me to have alpha plus beta and alpha. Who is alpha beta? What's formula for alpha beta? Alpha beta is C over A, right? 4 over 2 meaning 2, right? Alpha beta is 2. So 1 over alpha plus 1 over beta is alpha plus beta, which is 7 over all over alpha beta, which is 2. So 7 over 2 divided by 2 means 7 over 2 times 1 over 7 times 1, 2 times 2. 1 over alpha plus 1 over beta is 7 all over 4. 1 over alpha plus 1 over beta is what? 7 all over 4. Let me come again. 1 over alpha plus 1 over beta is what? What's the formula? Alpha plus beta all over alpha. Who is alpha plus beta? Minus b over. We have said a is 2, b is minus 7, c is. We all know how a, b, and c comes about, right? Alpha plus beta minus b over a. That's minus 7 over a, which is 2. Minus plus 7 over 2. Alpha plus beta is 7 over. Who is alpha beta? C over a. Who is c? 4. 4 divided by 2. 2. We need that to be 2. If you have alpha plus beta and alpha beta, you can get 1 over alpha plus 1 over beta, because 1 over alpha plus 1 over beta is alpha plus beta all over alpha. Clear, class? This is name coming again. So if you don't understand it coming again, something is wrong. This is not the name explanation. This is the call again. Are we together? It's not clear. You watch the record. It's not clear. Why? But I'm explaining it again now. One more time. Follow me. Follow. If I make this class very slow, nobody will get it. People that will understand, will not understand, will be slow. God will not teach you. After what I think of, yeah, give me a assignment. I'll send it out. I'll send you. I better pay attention. Step up. Don't tell me to write it. Don't be lazy. Step. This generation is very lazy. Then we sit on the floor, we learn that you know the chance to clean the board and write what you do. Step up. Step up. Increase your mental capacity. People are causing this. So why don't you get to use that? You should ask yourself, what's wrong with me? People are causing this. Step up. I must not make effort to be lazy. Step up. Step up. Step up. 1 over alpha plus 1 over beta is alpha plus beta all over alpha beta. Better follow now. What is alpha plus beta? Minus b over a. See what you cannot see. There's no way you do mathematics that you hold nothing to because it's mathematics. I told you it's serious work. Alpha plus beta is minus b over. Look at where I wrote a, b, and c says a is 2. That's what you cannot see. B is minus 7, c is 4. Alpha plus beta is minus b over a, which is minus 7 over everything. Look at it. Minus 7 divided by 2. Minus and minus is plus 7. That's why it is no longer minus 7 over. Alpha plus beta is 7 over 2. Who is alpha beta? Is it not c over a? Who is c? 4. Who is a? 4 divided by 2. Alpha beta is 2. Now that we have alpha plus beta and alpha beta, 1 over alpha plus 1 over beta is what? Look at the alpha plus beta all over alpha. Who is alpha plus beta? 7 over all over. Who is alpha beta? 2. Should I give one to explain what is 7 over 2 divided by 2? What should I write again? Alpha square plus beta squares is alpha plus beta all square minus 2 alpha. Don't forget, we need to know the value of alpha plus beta. 7 over 2, right? 7 over 2 all square minus 2. Who is alpha beta? 2. Remember that we got alpha beta as 2. Open your, this class, open your mind, make you be more intelligent, faster in your brain. Plus, if I teach you slow, that's why you slow in the exam. I have to train you to be fast. Let me show you what to face in the exam, and let me be tough on you. But your exam is not smiling. Let me be tough on. If I play with you, I'm not happy because the exam, you're not going to be surprised. The pressure will not be high. Experience the pressure now. Experience the pressure. Alpha plus beta is 7 over 2. Alpha beta is 2. They will just give you 1 hour. 35 questions. Most students don't get to number 20. They collect their script. Ask your friend in year 2. Anytime I tell you something, don't believe me. Just ask your friend in 200 level, please. Don't believe me, oh yes, I'm lying. Just go ask your friend in 200. I say get past question, I'm lying. I just want to say that's what I'm telling you. But ask your friend in 200 level. Some people I saw where that girl, she got to assistant gave her a pass question, say use it or you help me. The color was very from this because every year we change the cover. I all was praying. They say, who gave me? They say my sister gave me. They won't, if it's not important, they give her. Ask your friend. I'm lying, don't worry, just ask your friend in 200 level. Like pass question important or not. How many hours they give you for the exam? So write it. 658 46146. 6584616. Check the still playing your phone there. You know, this was a call. Let me see the still playing. I'm going to see myself. Hello, Alpha. Yeah, Alpha. I know. It's not really work. Give me the answer to all these questions. This is the one I gave you. Do the other one, do the other one. Is it clear? About 4. About 4 what? Last question is Take this question down. Take this question down. Are you there? If alpha and beta are the roots, please make sure you are writing. Don't tell me to come again. No. If you don't write it now, please don't ask me to come again. If you're not writing now, pause everything you're doing and write this question. Don't ask me to come again. No. If alpha and beta are the roots of the equation, if alpha and beta are the roots of the equation, if alpha and beta are the roots of the equation, x squared plus 4x plus 4 equals 0. X squared plus 4x plus 4 equals 0. If alpha and beta are the roots of the equation, x squared plus 4x plus 4 equals 0. Find the quadratic equation. Find the quadratic equation whose roots are alpha square and beta square. Find the quadratic equation whose roots are alpha square and beta square. Solve it. Don't put me wrong, get it to surprise me. You have 1 minute. Don't be too comfortable. You have 1 minute. Don't be too comfortable. I want to create the exam condition now. These are the pressure you. You see who catching here? Who are you? Let's prepare the conditions now so you can be ready. Let's prepare you mentally for the exam. Yes. You are catching here? Yes. You're done. Why are you done? Why are you done? You are come to your friend. You are poor. The worst part is when you have not written anything, happen minus 20 on your script. Go just the best. Say, I never get 10. You don't even want to go for what? So please, I want the right answer on your script. Minus. You are not sure. So your log minus 10. You have one ABC of your F minus 10. What is F and it's minus? Are we ready? Well, I have to say to find an equation whose roots are alpha square and beta. If alpha and beta are the roots of the equation, what is the equation, class? X squared plus 4x plus 4 equals 0. If alpha and beta are the roots of the equation, x squared plus 4x plus 4 equals 0. If alpha and beta are the roots of this particular equation, then now asked to find another equation. Find an equation, follow carefully. If you've not gotten it and you are struggling to get it, and by the time I'm explaining it, make sure you get it too. So if you don't get it, and you have now missed my explanation, you have now missed both ways. So if you are risking it, risk it well. If you are paying attention, drop your pen and say, humble yourself, let me learn, I'm here to learn. I can try other questions and show myself. You had enough time for your own time to get it. You've not got it, but some students, they've not got something. They are not explaining. So they'll now be fighting the thing. Stop learning how to get it. When they are now found that they do not get it, they have already gone find the explanation. So you have lost both ways, home and away. If alpha and beta are the roots of this equation, find another equation whose roots are alpha square and beta square. Class, first things first, alpha and beta are the roots of this particular equation. Let us find the alpha plus beta for this equation. Now let us get past the stage where we start the minus b by 8 and just look at the equation and know what the alpha plus beta should be. What should the alpha plus beta be for this equation? And what should the alpha beta be? Thank you. So we're training you to be faster in the what? Exam. Not saying minus b by 8 is what? That time you don't need it because it's no time. Just look at the equation. Use your brain. 4 minus c over 8, 4. You understand? Now, alpha plus beta is minus 4, alpha beta is 4. Follow this. But what is an equation whose roots are alpha square and beta square? Class, you need to form a new equation. To form a new equation, you must remember that x square minus sum of roots x. This anytime you want to form a new equation, this way it starts. X square minus sum of roots x plus. This is what I'm teaching. I'm still mentioning this in the exam. I'm not solving my own. I'm not even writing. I know it. I don't need to rewrite it on my paper to show anybody. I'll just apply. I will not write. Class, to form a new equation, you need the sum of the roots and the product of the roots. Who are the new roots? X square, alpha, beta square, and beta. But notice, I still make sure I got alpha plus beta for this guy and alpha beta for this guy first. Always get those two things no matter what. Or eventually one way or the other you need them. Class, to form an equation, we need the sum of the root and the product of the root. Sum of the root means add up the two roots, that's alpha square plus. And product of the root means multiply the two roots, alpha square times beta. Alpha square times beta square, that's alpha beta or. And alpha square plus beta square is alpha plus beta or minus 2 alpha. Remember? Who is alpha plus beta? Minus 4 or minus 2 is alpha beta. You see why we need anything else standby? So we can use. Who is alpha beta here? 4 or minus 4 also gives you positive 16, right? Minus 2 times minus 16 minus 8. 1 square. What do we have in 8 and 2? 8 is sum of product of root. You can now form the new equation that the equation is x squared minus sum 8 plus product equals. I know some people got this. Who got it? You got it. Then we got this, yes. Well done. You didn't get it still well done. Not easy not to get it. Write down an equation. I'm not reading this twice. I'm not reading this question twice. Write down an equation whose roots are the reciprocal of the roots of. Write down an equation whose roots are the reciprocal. Write down an equation whose roots are the reciprocal of the roots of 3x squared plus 2x minus 1 equals 0. Write down an equation whose roots are the reciprocal of the roots of 3x squared minus plus 2x minus 1 equals 0. Write down an equation whose roots are the what? Reciprocal of the roots of x squared, sorry, 3x squared plus 2x minus 1 equals, are we together? Who's solving? What meaning of reciprocal? Inverse. So class, so if I'm going to do some this particular equation, follow me, I'm solving already. Except you will get, I'm sure you'll get to continue. If I'm going to do some this particular equation, first thing I will try to do, always find alpha plus beta and alpha beta plus. Always, just always, alpha plus beta, we can tell without doing anything. Minus over, what's alpha beta? Smart. Let alpha and beta be the roots of this equation. So to find another equation, whose roots are the reciprocal of this, so guys, the new roots of my new equation will be 1 over alpha and 1 over. You agree? Yes, sir. The new roots of my equation is 1 over alpha and 1 over. Reciprocal means inverse now. If the two roots of this my equation are alpha and beta, find an equation whose roots are the reciprocal of the roots of this one. Reciprocal of inverse of alpha is 1 over alpha. Inverse of beta is 1 over. Madam, you're looking at this one. Madam, give her one spot check. Give her one spot check. Look at the board, every mathematics. The man makes your pay attention. After you see, sir, write it there. Let it write it. Some of the roots means add up the two roots. 1 over alpha plus 1 over. Product of root means multiply 1 over alpha times 1 over. You all get why we have 1 over alpha, 1 over beta now, right? Reciprocal inverse. Remember, you cannot form a new equation without using some of root and product of. You must get this sum and get the product. 1 over alpha, 1 over beta. We have done this one is what? Alpha plus beta over alpha. And 1 over alpha times 1 over beta is same thing as 1 times 1. Alpha times beta, alpha. What's alpha plus beta? Then go with it. You can always get alpha plus beta and alpha. You always make. What's alpha plus beta? Minus 2 over. All over alpha beta. What's alpha beta? Minus 1 over. It's always a minus beta way. 1 way or the. So we have 2 over 3 divided by 1 over 3. That's 2 over 3 times 3 over 1. In the inverse is right. 3 cancels 3. So 2 divided by 1. My sum of roots is 2. Let's look at product of roots. 1 over alpha beta. What's alpha beta? 1 over minus 1 over 3. 1 over minus 1 over 3 is minus 3. If I'm an example, you must be naturally good in some mathematical things. You don't need to start thinking before you just. That's what makes you fast. You can learn all this thing, but you're not mathematically fast normally. You still be slow because you will not start in 1 divided by minus 1 divided by 3. So now 3 will come up to 3 divided by 3 times 1. 3 divided by minus 1. This thing here, what's the name? I don't know. Because you are not so confident, man, you're not good. big mistake. One. This should come up in our list. I was saying your primary school. Remember your primary school teacher in mathematics program. Class, you have to be confident. How do you improve this confidence? Study enough questions for the exam. Class, your product of root is -3, your sum is 2. You can form the equation x squared minus sum of roots, right? Minus 2x, product of roots, -3 equals, who got this? You got it? You got it? You got it? Nice, nice. Well done, class. Class, we move from alpha, beta, and move to the next topic. Partial fraction, quickly. Partial fraction, quickly. It's not late. I'll give you 10 seconds, 10 seconds, 10 seconds. Anybody that's in this class will definitely do better than someone that's not here because you already used the pressure. Some of them don't know what they expect. I'm giving you early introduction to what happened in the exam here. I'm giving you early what? Fire down, fire down. Carry first aid, Abby. That's first aid, hope you know. In first aid box, you should have bread, you should have garlic. Inside first aid, very important. Class, are you relaxed? Clean the board, I will clean the board. You know the funny thing? As stressful as Uniport is, you know Uniport is not the most stressful, it's not the top 10 most stressful schools in Nigeria. Yes, sir. Have you asked of what happens in UNN? Have you asked of what happened in UI? Or Unilag? You know we have colleagues that teach in different places. I know what's going on everywhere. I have students that have got admission in different schools. Uniport is still fair somehow, I'm telling you. You know what students are going through. You know that you're enjoying. You won't have fun, so. At least 2 fans working or 3. 3 fans are. Early on last year, I was teaching partial fraction. I've taught those of you that studied this class just early on. We've actually done partial fraction before, if you remember. Probably forgotten. Or maybe it's good I thought that time I made me yourself. But it is said last year, December. Do you remember? So I've taught partial fraction. And then everything that is on their syllabus, and the rest is a partial fraction. I knew that it's a very important topic and I was teaching it. I think myself, I don't talk this complex number before, I don't know, I'm not sure what I think. Class! This polynomials, right? I've got polynomials for long division, right? Dividend, divisor, quotient, and the book that I'm used to that. Okay. Partial fraction. Partial. Class, anytime you have to resolve into partial fraction, what are you being asked to do? Follow this. Normally, I'll tell you many example, there's no time, there's no straight to the point, Because there are videos and records of this class, I will just start the questions straight away. Decompose x plus 3 with the question I'm now teaching. Decompose x plus 3 all over x minus 2 or x plus 4 into partial fractions. Decompose x plus 3 all over x minus 2x plus 4 into partial fractions. Decompose x plus 3 all over x minus 2x plus 4 into partial fraction. Class, this particular partial fraction on the board is known as partial fraction with linear factors. It is known as partial fraction with linear factors. Linear factors because the highest power of x for the denominator is 1. When the highest power of x of your denominator is 1, we are dealing with partial fraction with linear factors. Meaning that it is possible to be given partial fraction with quadratic factors. It is possible to be given partial fraction with repeated factors. But currently what we have on the board is partial fraction with linear factors. Please follow me. Class, when they say decompose into partial fraction, you are being asked to break down the fraction into its component sum in such a way that when those sums are added back together, it still gives you the fraction. That means break down this fraction into 2 or more or several parts in such a way that when you add these parts together, it must still give you this fraction. Class, the number of parts a fraction can be broken down into depends on how many denominators it contains. The number of fractions a fraction can be broken down into depends on the number of denominator it has. Class, this fraction has how many denominators? 1 and therefore this guy will produce 2 partial fractions. 2 what? If we have 3 denominators, we produce 3 partial. 4 denominators, 4 partial. But for your 100 level, there's always 2 denominators for the 100 level. Last 5, 6, 7, 10 years, 2 denominators, 2 denominators. Because this 100 level mathematics, they want to just give you basic idea of mathematics. So you have, and when you start doing your main courses, you're applying it. None of you have started offering what you came to study yet. That's Nigerian University for you. Don't waste your time with your 1 year. Some of you year 3. There's one about the expression of society, year 3. I'm not saying what we came here for exactly. Now, because of that, they now give them 10, or year 3 students are complaining, they give them 10 courses in year 3. All their fundamental courses now. 10. We say this, we say this, we say this, we say this. So we have all these things to learn, and we are wasting our time with other subjects that we're not doing. Why was I not doing mathematics now? Why don't you just start out with PCA? Now, because they're not rushing it that time, they will not know it very well. Meanwhile, imagine someone came from just biochemistry, and you just let them focus on your bio. Let mathematician deal any mathematics learn we have in the job. Give me my biochemist, In my year 1 first semester, I've done like 3 biochemistry. I'm telling you what I'm trying to enjoy my course. I came here. Second semester, I don't under BCA. So when I get to year 3, the workload is not. Guess what? BCA is just 4 years. So that year 3, I now back 10. Second semester, they go for IT. Second semester, they go for year 4, they graduate. What have you learned in BCA game study? Year 4 is final. So the smartness of saying this course you are rushing them in year 3. Why not start teaching them from year? Break it and now give them 10. They are all crying. Practically, they are tired. You pack everything and put it to year 3. Year 1, year 2, you waste their time. Year 2, they will do, I think they will do a 260. They will do the different paper first, the 202, be packing different paper and putting them. The main thing you come to study, you now give them in year 3. And second semester, they are going for IT. They don't learn in IT, they just go for I. Finally, you want to do your project defense. What are the person actually learned in that? Wasting their time on lectures in GS, but GS, not to use different ways to collect money from students. Not buy this, not collecting money. They are going to learn what to spend. Which one? Every day they are spending. X plus 3 all over x minus 2, x plus. It's only computer science I like all of this. They are telling you 2 CS, are they? Cyber security, they are doing 2 C. At least they are doing it small, but it's still small. Give them more. Class, this will be a all over x minus 2 plus b all over x plus. Because class, this fraction can produce 2 partial fractions. Class, a fraction contains numerator and denominator. Class, the denominator is known because these 2 denominators will represent the 2 denominators of the 2 partial fractions we are looking for. It is the numerator that we don't know. Let us call the numerator of the first fraction A and call the numerator of the second fraction B. The denominator is known because now once they give you a fraction, say decompose into partial fractions. The denominator of the question they gave you will form the denominator of the answer. It is numerator that we don't know. So let the first numerator be A, let the second numerator be find LCM. X minus 2x plus. X minus 2x plus 4 divided by x minus 2. X minus 2 cancels x minus. Leaving with A into bracket x plus 4. X minus 2x plus 4 divided by x plus 4. X plus 4 cancels x plus. B into bracket x minus. Class, once you're solving and your question has the same denominator, you cancel each other out. So that what is on top here is what was on top here. That will be x plus 3 will now be equal to what? A into bracket x plus 4 plus b into bracket x minus 2. Follow this. We're now going to say x plus 3 equals to a times x, a times 4, b times x, b times minus 2. We're now going to say x plus 3 will be equal to ax plus bx plus 4a minus 2. What did I just do? I put a line. Those who have x, I call them to other x. Those who don't have x, call them to. Class, you now equate to given parameters. Follow carefully this. A course that you will not do after this first semester again, just pass it and move forward. Don't even have caliber in it. Many of you will not do math again. Pass it and move. You go ahead, just say. Equate to given parameters is that on the left hand side, you notice that they are put have x. On the right hand side, they are put have. On the left hand side, I put I don't have x at all. And I put I don't have x. So equate those who have x on this side, those that have x on this side. And those that don't have x, those that don't have. Because ax plus bx equals to x. Class, everybody has x, so let's write down through by. So that a plus b equals to what? Class, we will not get the partial fraction until we have gotten what is a and what is b. Equation 1 a plus b equals to. Don't forget, how do we write there? We equate those that have x, those that have x. Now those that don't contain x to those that don't contain x. That will be what? 1a minus what? Equals to what? Equation. You can then solve quadratic simultaneously. You can solve what? Now you can solve manually or you can use your calculator and be faster. You can solve manually or you can use your calculator and be what? Much more 5, press mode, press 5. Press mode, press 5. And press 1. Press mode, press 5 and press what? 1. Press mode, press 5 and press 1. That's what I just said. Mode 5, 1. Mode 5. Class. You will see this in your calculator. 1, 2. Then you see on top A, B. If you don't see this, quickly go and return your calculator. It's not too late. Be fast. Go and return. Be very fast. Go and return. Can you see this in your calculator? Plus, this one means equation 1, this 2 means equation 2. A, B, C means plus. This equation has 3 terms. 1, 2, 3. A, B, C. First term, second term, third term. First term, second term, third term for equation 1 and 2. The first term for equation 1, A means 1A is 1. So type 1 and press equal to type 1. Type 1 and press equal to. Because what will shift to B, you did it well. Because you have pressed equal to. Your blood out. Now why? How to get press 1 and press equal to. It will move to B. You still move to C. Return the calculator quickly. Who is B? B is also 1. 1B. Press 1 again. And press equal to. Now C is also 1. Press 1. And press equal to. It has now moved to equation 2. Who is A for equation 2? 4. 4A. Press 4. Press equal to. Who is B? Minus 2. Don't just press 2. Minus. Press equal to. Who is C? 3. Press equal to. To give you X, right? 5/6 and press equal to give you Y and 1/6. You just know that X means the first unknown, which is A. So A is 5 and B is what? What should actually have been beautiful to your main function? A is 5/6 and B is what? Now, these are the two partial fractions of this question. These are the two partial. No, my God. What the class? Yes. Class. Are we ready? Correct now. One of us is correct. Class, another question. Resolve. Class. Resolve 3x minus 5. Resolve 3x minus 5. Resolve 3x minus 5 all over x squared minus 3x minus 10 into partial fractions. Resolve 3x minus 5 all over x squared minus 3x minus 10 into partial fractions. Resolve 3x minus 5 all over x squared minus 3x minus 10 into partial fractions. Three x minus 5 all over x squared minus 3x minus 10 into what? Class. This is from your exam question. I got it from the exam question. Now, class, in this question, you need to first factorize this denominator. Factorize the what? Because the denominator is not like the first example I gave you, right? To factorize, you can use calculator to factorize. Do you know that? Press mode. Press 5 equation. Press 5. Press mode, then press 5. If you press 5, yes. Press 3. Yes. Earlier in the year, I sent a PDF from calculator shortcut. Hope you still have it. No. I flashed my phone. I don't know if I still have it. I sent it last year. There are a lot of PDF. Go back to last year. So my phone was hanging, so I have to ditch my WhatsApp. I'm bringing it back. When I brought it back, he asked me, should I restore all the files? If I restore all the files, that's not making the phone to hang. It should not hang again. I said no, so I lost all files. All my PDFs, everything. God. I said, God, don't be stressed, save those things then, or I've been saying. First of all, send me this again. After saying practical, I don't have it again. I said, I don't know what to reply. This has been practical, I don't have it. I just went. Too many messages on my phone. It's crashed my phone. And it's a phone that has space, 512 people, it still crash. No, I'm going to say will crash 512 people. I failed. 512 people crashed it. I had to delete my WhatsApp to install again, and I lost everything. So I sent a shortcut PDF. So if you're listening, I'm rushing, I don't remember. But you PDF, I don't see that okay, we're testing it before exam. Okay, double this. I'll look for it to my second phone, I'll look for it to my second. Then send the shortcut PDF for you, So you can practice before exam, practice and be good, Yeah, so you can be fast. 6 things can do solving long question. So class, press mode, press 5 and press 3. Press mode, press 5 and press 3. Class, I'm going to ask you for A, B, and C. This is a quadratic. A is 1, B is minus 3, C is minus 10. Impute it accordingly. Impute it accordingly. So A is 1 equal to, B is minus 3 equal to, C is minus 10 equal to. He gave you S1 at what? 5. And press equal to again. S2 at what? Add of this help the class. Follow this. Follow. Bring this 5 into this place. From S minus. Bring this minus to this place. Becomes S plus. These are the two factors. So this can change this now to 3x minus 5. All over x minus 5. S plus. So if I expand this back, I will have this back. Sure. Come again. Class, solve this quadratically in shortcut. You get these two factors, these two roots. You got it? Good. Now bring this 5 over to this side. When the normal moves from one side to the other, side not change. 5 comes here become minus. Minus 2 comes here become plus. So you have s on the side, s plus. Class, don't mean that you have solved the fraction of here. But I make your job easy. Because it's easier to solve this two denominators that you just see this long one like this. You now start solving. What meter you say A all over what? S minus plus what? B all over S plus 2. Find the LC. S minus 5S plus A into bracket S plus 2. B into bracket S minus. You know you are doing well if this denominator here and this denominator are the same. The killage. So that 3x minus 5 equals to this. So 3x minus 5 equals to what? A by S plus 2. 8 times x. 2 times 2. B times x. B times minus 5. We're going to have 3x minus 5 equals to ax plus dx plus 2a minus 5b. Equate to dependent parameters, right? This would have x to go to have x. That's ax plus bx equals to 3. Divide everybody by x, what happens? X, all the x divided by x, right? A plus b equals to. Second one says 2a minus 5b must equal to minus 5. 2a minus 5b must equal to what? This is a quadratic equation of two unknowns, right? Another opportunity to use to practice that shortcut again. Another opportunity to practice that shortcut. After you have finished doing every shortcut, anytime you press mode and you have done a shortcut, you want to return your computer back to original. Press mode and press 1. Press mode and press. But you are trying to do other things, they are still showing that mode. This is currently playing with you and you're in the example. You will just crazy, just hate it for you. You don't know when you play calculator. 5 minutes more, you're thinking, no, now go back too close to that. Just press mode and press. If I can find that video, you have to understand this calculator from the beginning, man or everything. Give it to your one sentence every year. I'll check this. I cannot even teach all shortcuts, there's no time for it. It's that video that you don't use and practicing. Class. Let's practice what and practice. Mode. 5, right? Anytime you do anything in question, go to. If the simultaneous question of 3 or not, the simultaneous of 3, the shortcut for the calculator too. Press mode. This is safe now. Press mode. Instead of pressing 1, you're going to press 2. You're going to press. Yes. Mode 5, 2. That's simultaneous question of 3 or no. But simultaneous question of 2 or no, mode 5, 1. Now, quadratic equation. Mode 5, 3. Mode 5. Okay, I think I write that's smart. The mode 5, 3. Mode 5. That's quadratic equation. If you want to solve polynomial, that means the power of x is more than 2. It's 3. Mode 5, 4. Mode 5, 4. Mode 5. So this guy is mode 5 what? This guy is what? Mode 5 1. Mode 5 is 2 unknown, it's 2 on. Mode 5 1. It's mode 5 4. Yeah, mode 5 1, right? A is what? 1 equals. B is 1 equals. C is 3 equals to 2 equals to minus 5 equals to minus 5 again. You have 10 over 7. Who got it? A is 10 over. And B is what? The job is to now come here and replace A with 10 over 7 is like S minus 5. And B is what? So just answer an exam question. Exam. Complex number. Complex. Class, we want the full class of partial fraction. I will send the record. There's a video. We still have different other types of partial fraction. There's a record of it already. Of double denominator, linear factors, of quadratic factors, of repeated factors, of quadratic repeated factors. There's a record. But at least have an idea. Yes.
I saw this manual. It was like it was 11 over 7 and it was 10 over 7.
That is your reason was swapped. The denominator was swapped. You still get it correct down. A complex number. A complex number is a number that is made up of 2 types of numbers. 2 types of numbers make up a complex number. Quickly, we are making progress. Quickly. 2 types of numbers make up a complex. 1 is real number, 2 is imaginary number. 1 is real, 2 is what? A complex number has 2 parts, real and what? Real number and imaginary number. Real and what? 2 numbers make up a complex number, real and imaginary class. So that is that idea of all the topics. Have idea. Now when you're doing passes, okay, I know what they are doing here. How about this? There's no time to keep the full thing up. A complex number of two parts, real and what? Now we just next twist. Class, and can be expressed in the form Z equals. Make sure you are reading like crazy now. Make sure you are reading like crazy. Read Jack, do your past question. There's no time. Have a schedule, have a plan to cover your to prepare for example now till the exam date. What would I do? When will biology come in? When does GS come in? What am I doing with GS? When's my biology coming in? What am I doing there? My math, what am I doing here? My physics, what's going on? My chemistry, what am I doing? My AV 302. My what again? Sociology, nothing, Abi. My COS, my 2 COS, Infotech, you're writing that computer based. You see your result that day, you know. Computer science, Infotech, there are 3 results you're going to see that day. GS and your 2 COS, COS 101 and CS 103, Abi. You are seeing your result that. Nothing like I was the exam, say fine. What is score? Fine has helped many students. What how the was exam? Fine, Karen. What is fine? What you score, guy? What you? At least those jets, because shake when you see your result first. Now we will book for night class that night. Because GS exam starts first. They will not give you like few. They will not start science courses. Most parents let's not see that GS result. From GS exam straight to night class. Straight like it. Only you, this is not success for this thing, you know. Right? Success for this thing. This man, they talk about it now. For me, I've got it here because I know how you feel. That's why I hate it. I talk about it a lot because it's painful. If you want to know also how someone did in GS exam, just wait for the person outside the door. Watch how the person went in. Those my phone and they come nothing in there. You understand? Now watch how they came out. No one was laughing, it was when they were laughing, you understand? When they now come out, you'll come be sexual, nobody's around. You understand? So that nobody will ask me my results. Nobody was asking my now. Don't run out sharp. How to run out like this? As you run out, your friend now came out, how far now? I did fine. No stress with me, I beg. No stress me, I beg. And I don't get that to be a problem. No, wait till you swear, wait till I want to ask. Why they ask, what right to say? Just leave it. Say, complex number is A plus BI. A complex number, the general expression for a complex number is A plus BI. The general expression for a complex number is A plus BI. The general expression for a complex number is A plus BI. Some people are commenting on our live, say this man knows his teaching well. Thank you. I see you. Well done. It means you're staying with us, right? Well done. We have SZ2 James, we have Kelvin, we have Priyanka James, we have Fatia DBC, we have Tuaze. How people are funny? Divine Aliche. Well done. Now, class A represents the real part, BI represents the imaginary. A represents the real part, BI represents the imaginary. So real plus imaginary leads to complex number. Class. Given the complex number Z, let's now look at solving. Let's look at modulus of a complex number. Modulus of a complex number. Class, complex number is not looking big, but it's very simple. It's only question on complex bonus in the exam. Your complex, when you start the exam, look for complex number and solve it first. The topic is complex, but the question is simple. Modulus of a complex number. Formula, don't like for definition. I'll try to define them. I know why this number I will define and I'll be explaining related to physics, magnitude of the vector in physics. I'll not start explaining for more time, to waste time. Class. Modulus of a complex number straight away is still simple for modulus. Anytime I give a complex number, they say find the modulus. Class, the modulus of a complex number is the square root of the square of the real plus the square of the imaginary part. The modulus of a complex number is the square root of the square of the real part plus the square of the imaginary part. The modulus of the complex number is the square root of the square of the real to the square of the square root a square plus b square. Square root a square plus b square. Modulus of the complex number, square root a square plus b square. Who is a? The real part. Who is b? So if you are doing the complex number, say equals to 3i plus 4j. And they will not say find the modulus in what? If you see this sign, they are just asking to find the modulus. The modulus of the complex number said, who is the real part? Let's say 3i plus 4j. I'm going to vector, sorry. 3 plus 4i. 3 plus 4. Z equals to 3 plus 4i. Because complex number and vector are similar. They are what? Class, if you press mode, you calculate and press 2, you have changed calculator to complex. Press mode and press 2, you now want to deal with complex shortcuts. Press mode and press what? Complex. You want to deal with statistics, press mode and press 3. If you have any question on statistics, you want to use shortcuts. Variance, standard deviation, anything, but just that. Anyway, so I said complex number, mode. I'll just send the video. Mode 2, complex number. Mode 3, statistics. Anything number base. Am I fast? Mode 4, base. 5 is equation, 6 is matrix, 7 is table, 8 is even vector. Vector in physics is there. Yes, your vectors in physics is there. I know you have to yourself. Class. Given that z equals to 3 plus 4i, follow me. Too many things to tell you at the same time. Follow me. Let me just know why I can do. Follow me first. The modulus of a complex number, you start with square roots. 3 squared plus you will not carry the I now. It's a number, A and B. You will not carry the what? What do you want the I to do? Let's go down. 3 squared, 9. 4 squared. Square root of 16 plus 9. Now that I have learned how this report works, you see that if you don't cover the scheme of work before the semester starts, you will never have time to cover it. Because as semester starts, then exam. So when this first semester is over, you have after a 1 week break or after a before school starts becoming serious, we are going to run a very serious class to cover your second semester courses. I don't want to see that we're coming to class very this and very that. If you notice, in some of these studies, it's that first week when people are not using them that we really learn well back to back. Remember, that lecture was not started. Who was there that time? That time. That time there was no lecture. You were even begging for lecture to form then. So I went to the teachers and I'm missing my lecture. I'm missing lecture. Now you don't see lecture, you don't tire. Then they started not lecturing us. And somebody they prepare you there, right? Now you are praised how you can go. All lectures can close now. All practicals are finished. I want to start practical and I have to do practical year 1. Do you still want practical? So class, see the idea of what it is. Since we have to learn from first semesters. Second semester, before the semester starts, and I really have with Delcy. We are going to run a serious early semester marathon. Cover all the just this thing we are doing now. Cover everything before the semester starts. Say, when semester starts, whether you are going from class, you know you have the. Because when first semester starts, lecture, no time for tutorial. Check it. No, you not start rushing, trying to go online. Are you hearing me? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Can you not see me? Hi. So before the semester, 4 weeks intensive class. It's not compulsory if you want, if you don't want to know. Cover the key wicked courses in second semester. So when you enter the semester, at least I've heard something I can hold. I can go to my lecture, my practical base. I've covered some. Follow this. The modulus of this complex number is 5. The modulus of this complex number is 5. Let's look at argument of the complex number. Argument of the complex number. Argument. Arguments. Plus, the argument of a complex number is the angle suspended between the real and imaginary part. The angle suspended. The angle suspended between the real and imaginary is the argument. Plus, give me the definition. Formula is tan theta equals to B all over A. Formula is tan theta equals to B all over A. Plus, argument, we have to find the argument of the complex number, tan theta equals to B all over A. Plus, given the complex number A, Z equals to 3I plus 4J, 3 plus Y, 3 plus 4. Find the argument of the complex number, tan theta. Who is B? Who is A? 4 divided by 3 is 1.333. So if tan theta equals to 1.333, make theta squared of the tan inverse of 1.33. That'll give you what? 3.12 degree. Plus argument is measured in degree. Argument is measured in what? Argument is measured in degree. Plus, you can give it a complex number. Just like you have conjugate of a solid, you can have conjugate of a complex numbers. No, you have conjugate, I'm going to solve next, thank God. Just like you have conjugate of a solid, you can have conjugate of a complex. Let me use an example for this one. Class. Now look at this question. I've taught you already, thank God. H of x, given that h of x equals to x squared, and h inverse equals to square root of x. Find h of h inverse of x. Be warming up. I'm looking for complex number question. You too, and be warming up. Yeah, enjoy it. Eat it. Chop it raw. I do laughing. Chop it. Chop it what? Plus, you can be asked to express the complex number in the form a plus bi. Express the complex number in the form a plus b. Express the complex number in the form a plus bi. 3 plus 4i all over 2 minus 3i. Express this complex number in the form a plus b. After doing this, we also do this. But let's do, I'll do this one first. Minus 1 minus 3i all over minus 2 minus I. Remind me, we'll do this after this. Express the complex number in the form a plus b. I hope you're not wasting time here. If you're not done, you've not gotten it. If you're not done by now, you've not gotten it. Who is carrying, who is primary, who is secondary? So you see that exam will play something funny. Before when we didn't have of G of A, they were different. You know, h of this h is inverse of the own self. The composition of the inverse of the function. Plus h is carrying h inverse. Who is h carrying currently x? He now needs to carry h inverse. Replace x with square root of. Where square root of x replaces x, there's a square here already. Where square and square root 5, they cancel each other, they kill h. Who is surviving? Now, this guy should destroy your mathematics one thing. When you get to the exam, don't smile with anybody. Plus, if I smile on biology, they don't smile on mathematics. Smiling is dangerous for mathematics. Run your face, run your face. Enter the example, plan your place. So I went to my seat, I want to sit down. If you are wasting time with the example, sir, please can they bring the question? I let them Sasa, please, I'm hungry. Sasa, bring these questions. I think 70 questions. Now bring on the my calculator. As they are setting questions, arrange the calculator. Arrange your. Put one pen in your ear, hold one like this. All together, hold one like. Put one in your ear, hold one like this. Sir. Buy one cold ice block, put it on your head. Like your man is hurting, you're overcharging, overeating, you're pulling it. You got this. You got this. Let us go. You carry anything inside your stomach, they catch you. Swallow that thing before they reach your table. Any evidence is allegedly. Are we together? If they don't see, there is one guy, they caught him using. Lecturer saw him with one paper. Let's go and report to the supervisor. Let me go and report to the what? Oh, coming back. Yes. They call the lecturer. This boy will cut him. And I said, yes, you stand up. Where's that? He said, sir, me, I've not seen you today, sir. He said, you guys search him. Where is he? He said, sir, how? I don't know what you're talking about. There was no evidence. He said, are you sure you saw him? He said, your eye and you said, you left him alone. He swallowed. 2 days. As a student, you must know how to chew. You must know how to what? If you don't know how to chew, you are not a report student. Know how to chew. When you are called to chew, when you are called to what? Chew. When you are called to chew. Class, follow this. Express 3 plus 4i all over 2 minus 3i in the form a plus b. Class, 3 plus 4i all over 2 minus 3i is the question. Class, multiply both up and down by the conjugate of the denominator. Well, the conjugate of a denominator is the opposite sign of that same complex number. Class, the conjugate of 2 minus 3i is 2 plus 3i is 2 plus what? So multiply both up and down with 2 plus 3i, 2 plus 3i. Class, we don't usually like our denominator to contain an imaginary number. Because any number divided by an imaginary number does not exist, math error. So client, they give you a fractional complex number and say you should express in the form a plus bi. They are simply asking you to make the real part clear and the imaginary part clear. So class, this complex number currently, you cannot clearly say who is the real part, who is the imaginary part. You cannot say it's 3 over 2. No, there's plus and minus between them. It is confusing. So express in the form a and bi. A is the real part, b is the imaginary. So class, what are we going to do? Follow me. Multiply both up and down by the conjugate of the denominator. This is the same thing we do in sorts. It's not as if we are doing sorts now. It's just like changing this to roots and that's all, right? Sorts. So it's just more sorts. 3 times, there's one more thing I must tell you. Class, because of that multiplying, there's a class I will get to I squared minus 1. Please take note. In complex number, I times I is minus. Let us test something. Okay, not now. Okay, let's test something about press square root of minus 1. Press square root of minus 1. Tell you math. Square root of minus 1 is what? On your calculator. Now press mode. And press 2. Complex. Press mode and press what? Type that same square root of minus 1 now. I, right? Yes. The same calculator that told you math error. The same person telling you I, meaning that is what will give me is what I will give. Order for order minus I, so plus square root of minus 1 is I. Plus follow this. Let me tell you how we derive I squared as minus 1. Follow. You just check that square root of minus 1 is what? Square root of minus 1 is what? I. Let us square both. Square cancel square root. So that I squared is minus. This square root of minus 1 is I, then I squared is minus 1. Anytime you see I squared is minus 1. Class, see what the number is there. I cannot tell you to resolve I raised to power 15. Resolve what? I raised to power 15. Now, class. I raised to the power 15, we are going to say, we are going to take about the class. The only thing we know is that I squared is minus 1. We must break down I raised to the power 15 in terms of I squared. How many I squares can we get in I raised to the power 15? You can get I squared. This thing is an odd number. I squared is an equal number. So you think about probably go in 2. So we can get up to, then I bring I raised to the power 14 times I raised to the power 1. I raised to the power 14 times I raised to the power 1 is still I raised to the power 15. Because they have the same base, right? So I raised to the power 14 plus in this is right. They have the same base. Take one base out of there. 14 plus 1. But let's not break I raised to the power 15 to I raised to the power 14 times I raised to the power 1. Do you agree?
Yes, sir.
Now I raised to the power 14 can now be I squared raised to the power 7 because 2 times 7 is 14. Yes. Break down I raised to the power 14 to I squared raised to the power 7. This is power of power law, 5 of indices. We have the product law, the quotient law, the zero law, the fractional index law, the power of power law. No, we have 10 laws of indices. Times I raised to the power 1. Now, what is I squared minus? This is minus 1 raised to the power 7 times I. What is minus 1 raised to the power 7 is minus 1. It's minus what? Minus 1 times I is minus. So I raised to the power 15, the final answer is minus I in the option. If you have to simplify or resolve I raised to the power 15 in the exam, simplify or resolve I raised to the power 15 is minus I. Someone can just think it's I times I now, that's I. No. Class, with all the I can change the final answer. Where did the 7 go to? Minus 1 is no longer I. Minus 1 raised to the power 7 is minus 1. Minus 1 raised to the power 7 is what? Minus 1. Let me just come again. I raised to the power 15 can be broken down to I raised to the power 14 times I raised to the power 1. You understand this one again? Why do we break 15 to 14 and 1? Because 2 cannot go into 15 perfectly. 15 is another number. So bring to the closest, the lowest even number before 15 is 14. So 14 and I raised to the power 1. But 14 is now can be broken down to I raised to the power 2 times 7 is. So I raised to the power 2 raised to the power 7. But what the I raised to the power 2 is minus. So replace I raised to the power 2. What would we like to do just to get I raised to the power 2 out? That's minus 1 raised to the power 7 times I raised to the power 1 is what? What is minus 1 raised to the power 7 is minus 1. Class, minus 1 raised by any odd number is minus 1. Or minus 1 raised by any even number is 1. Minus 1 raised by any odd number is minus. Or minus 1 raised by any even number is. So minus 1 raised by 7. 7 is an odd number. It's minus 1 times I. Minus 1 times I. Minus I. Class, find I raised to the power 7 plus I raised to the power 12 plus I raised to the power 19. Find I raised to the power 7 plus I raised to the power 12 minus I raised to the power 19. Find I raised to the power 7 plus I raised to the power 12 minus I raised to the power 19. Class, we don't know the value of 7, 12, and 19, but we have to find it in terms of I squared. Resolve it and then find out. What do you have? 1? You 2, 1? Okay, not yet. No time class, no time class, no time class. I raised to the power 7 means I raised to the power 6, right? Times I raised to the power 1. I raised to the power 6 is I squared raised to the power 3 times I raised to the power, which is I. I squared minus 1 raised to the power 3 times I. Minus 1 raised to the power 3 is minus 1 times this minus I. So I resolve I raised to the power 7 on this line plus I raised to power 12 means I squared raised to power 6, 2 times 6 squared, right? I squared is minus 1 raised to power minus 1 raised to power 6 is 1. So that means the I raised to power 12 is 1. I raised to power 12 is what? 1. But I raised to power 7 is minus I. I raised to power 19. I raised to power 18 times I raised to power 1, right? 18 means I raised to power 2 times 9, right? Yes. Times I. I raised to power 2 is minus 1, right? So raised to power 9 times. And minus 1 raised to power 9 is what? Minus 1 raised to power any other number is minus 1, right? Times I. Minus 1 times I. Minus I. So plus minus I minus 2I plus 1. Minus 2I plus final answer. Chief, you got one, right? You got it? Excellent. Not all the time. When it's even, the answer is 1. When the odd, the answer is no, but I raised by 7 is odd. I raised by 7 is odd. Minus I. When it's odd, the thing is minus I. Anytime it's odd, the thing is minus I. But when it's even, the thing is 1. Okay, but I don't think it's true in all cases though. Not minus I, it is minus 1. The question is minus I plus minus I is per 19. So what do we have there? Minus I. Minus I. Okay, this is minus I. Then they say minus here. Minus times minus. Plus. Correct, plus. Plus I. Plus I. You are correct. But minus times minus. Thanks for bringing that out. So don't be that thought you are correct. Welcome back. Minus I plus I. So where are the 1 people again? Come back to your throne. Where are you? 1. Oh yeah, now plus. Now that I've understood the dynamic between I and played around I. It's not I was playing because I think I'm looking. You have to be very fast when you do this like that. When you have to joke with you, this exam period, you have to sit up. You relax. When you think that they'll come again, your brain will relax and be lazy. When you know that they're coming only once, it makes you learn faster. And you will not learn again. Put on your toes. I can't confide you now. Can't smile. It's not healthy, but it's confide. Can't confide. It's not like this is the first person we are taking. But this guy said I start things. So it's not simply just so no, I'm not coming back. Time for confiding and there's time for pain. Figure it out. You have your brain. You have your. Figure it out. You have your brain. I want to play the board. I don't have time. Let's go. There's no time. There's no. Plus 3 plus 4i over 2 minus 3i's. Plus this 2 minus 3i, the conjugate of 2 minus 3i is 2 plus 3i. The conjugate of 2 minus 3i is 2 plus 3i. Multiply both up and down with 2 plus 3i. This guy will do this. When they say express, if they say simplify is a complex number or express it in the form a plus bi. This is what we are going to do. 3 times 2, 6. 3 times 3i, 9. 4i times 2, 8. 4i times 3i, 4 times 3, 12. I times I squared. What is I squared? 10. You see, we have to go back. If I explain that to you what I squared minus 1, you'll be lost, right? That's why we did this video. So I said, I went back. 2 times 2. I can actually difference of 2 squares here. If someone that is very good in mathematics can understand. Who understands that you don't do this, I can put 2 squared. Minus 3i or do you agree? difference of two squares. A plus B, A minus B, set as A squared minus B squared. Difference of two squares in mathematics. But let me be lenient. Let me be what? 2 times 2, 4. This is a very big waste of time. 2 times 3i, 6i. Minus 3i times 2 minus 6i. Minus 3 times plus 3 minus 9. I squared is minus. Plus 6i times minus 6i is 0. Minus 9 times minus 1 is plus 9. 4 plus 9 is 13. 4 plus 9 is 13. 12 times minus 1 is minus 12. Minus 12 plus 6 minus 6. 9i plus 8i is 17. All about there. Class, if they ask you who is A and who is B in this complex number, this is as minus 6 over 13 plus 17i over. So my A is minus 6 over 13, my B is 17i over. My A is minus 6 over 13, my B is 17i over. You can see that this is now clear. The A and the B part is now very. That's what they meant by express in form A plus B. Yes, yes. Minus 1 minus 3i over minus 2 minus I. Multiply both up and down with what? With quantity. That's minus 2 plus I over minus 2 plus. Do the same thing here, your answer. Class. Polynomials, polynomials, polynomials. Quickly. Right? The 12. What was the 12? Hey, you take out 5 minutes. It's what about the 12? You cannot find this. 12 has gone. 12 times minus 1 is minus 12. Minus 12 plus 6 is minus 6. 12 times minus 1 is minus 12. Minus 12 plus 6 minus 6. 9i plus 8i is 17. I'm trying to show you, these are you have to pass in the exam. You have to pass like this in the exam. If you must cover 35 questions in the short time they'll give you, you have to pass. Class, I think I'm being strict, but I'm just helping you. If we play here, and I play with you, not that I write an exam, then enter exam, will not be angry with me. Maybe tell us, oh, boys, Jesus. But I said, I think that I want to make the exam, I the exam so high. Now when you enter it, it's no simple set, you better experience. Now for me to underrate it, then you can't choke. You get? So I'm trying to hide it very, very. So you stop. But when you enter there, you enjoy your. Class, I'll do one more topic. You will watch the rest. I'll send you the rest of this class. Message me. I'll add you to a restart group where you have access to the recordings of the full class. If anything I taught today is there's a class where you can sit down and still watch it. That's what does you make up mind to say I will not come again? Because I have a record, I have backup. I have what? So you can calm down. You are the one that is a student. Take time. Sit down. Start watching the video step by. You can buy popcorn. Say, I will not buy chewing. Sit down, take your book. Put your position beside you. So as you watch one topic, look for questions that can I solve this thing now before you move to the next. But I can solve the next topic. I'll send you a playlist. It's a playlist containing different videos on part 110. The playlist is a playlist, different videos on part 110. Even that binomial I did, it's still there. Partial, all these are not it. It's still there. Polynomials. Because I've actually done question. I have like 3 4 videos on polynomials. I've overdone polynomials. Now I've not this set polynomials. In the live Christmas period session, I did long division, dividend, divisor, remainder. Then I think when I talk again when we resume. Let's just continue before we round up. Plus, you need more personal time when the exam is getting closer than teaching. You need more personal. You just need to be directed and then go and study. Go and what? Direct go and study. There's no time. Just shoot to the exam, into exam. You know, when we have that, you have to spoil to your brain. Right? Polynomial, where's polynomials? 136. Like minus I like this all square. Yes, of course. Because this I is minus 1, now square it, yes. Now, let's just revise that long division. That's the one that is usually problem. Long find the quotient and remainder when 12 raised to power 3 minus s squared plus 2 is divided by s minus 3. Find the quotient and remainder when 12 raised to power 3 minus s squared plus 2 is divided by x minus 3. Find the quotient and remainder when 2x raised to power 3 minus s squared plus 2 is divided by x minus 3. Find the quotient and remainder. Please, next week Saturday I will be in math 120 further math. Yes, further math. There are only 4 topics in further math, so that Saturday we will do further math and I'm going to cover them. And then I'll also send the videos to go and watch the other ones. So I can round up well. Next week Saturday I will do math 120, like 11 a.m. Find the quotient and remainder when 12 raised to power 3 minus s squared plus 2 is divided by x minus 3. Class, I'm going to say 2x raised to power 3 divided by x is 2x squared. 2x raised to power 3 divided by x. Class, when you are doing long division, there are 3 things you should understand. Divide, multiply, subtract. Divide, multiply what? There are 3 things that should be at the back of your mind when you are doing long division. Divide, multiply, subtract. Divide, multiply. When you are doing long division, 3 things should be at the back of your mind. Divide, multiply. So, divide 2x raised to power 3 divided by x is 2x squared. When you are dividing, always take the first person here, divide by the first person here. Only the first person should divide the first person here. So 2x raised to power 3 should divide x. 2x raised to power 3 divided by x. X counts 1x, leaving 2x. 2x, are you seeing it? You are divided, right? Now multiply 2x squared times x. 2x squared times minus 3, minus 6. Subtract. So, this minus this. Minus s squared minus 6s squared. Minus times minus is plus. Minus s squared plus 7s squared. It's minus 6x. Bring down your plus 2. You say what? Minus times minus plus minus x squared plus 6x squared is plus 5x squared. Who said 6? Who said 6? Please come to with me out. So what? Plus 5. Now let's divide again. 5x squared divided by x. 5x. 5x times x. 5x times minus 3 minus 15. Subtract 0. There's nobody that has x here, so minus times minus plus 15x. Bring down your plus. 15x divided by x. 15. 15 times x. 15 times minus 3 minus. So 2 minus minus 5. Our remainder is 47 class. Our dividend, our quotient is 2x squared plus 5x plus 15. Our quotient is 2x squared plus 5x plus 15. Our quotient is 2x squared plus 5x plus 15. Our remainder is 47. Please sorry and forgive us that we are rushing like this. It is the school as the one that conditioned us to rush these things. It's not even our own fault. I don't even enjoy teaching like this. Some of you have seen us teach when we teach normally, right? But forgive us. That's why I said there are videos that will help you understand this thing very well. When you have come down, not when the sun is up like this in the evening, you take a very cold shower. Make sure you have eaten well. Now, get popcorn, something like that, because it's a long video. Start watching. Start watching. Take your writing material. Start. You see me like teaching. You see me like on the board like this, I'm teaching. Study. Then take your JAMB, your past exam question. I'm always keep saying JAMB. Take your past exam. You pass very well. Class, you pass very well. So, go and read. Go and